So this is my raw review, and this is a review after a long time. I would just say that I had some internet issues, and they finally got fixed. So regular uploads will come on the channel from now on. I think the most that you have to say about the show that it was a solid show. I think the main question and the main thing that everyone is like figuring if it is that Austin Theory is working for Seth Rollins or not. And it kind of makes sense if he is. I just hope that it isn't that when it gets revealed probably at the Royal Rumble that oh, Austin is suddenly now a cookie cutter babyface, because I don't think he can really play that role. Even though they have not really tried that role, he has always been as a face either in NXT. I don't think he was a face on the main roster ever. So he was a goofy baby face, even in the way. But they were like heels, but he was like he had Stockholm syndrome or something when Dexter Loomis kidnapped him. So that kind of turned him face because he was in favor of it. So we don't know. That may actually work for him. I like the way that he was presented. He didn't really talk that much, though I do feel that he tries a lot. Like whenever they say that you have to be serious, like he does hmm, hmm, a lot, and really like it shows in his expressions. I do think he needs to tone it down, but I think uh, they did it in a way on this episode that it didn't feel too much. Like you saw in the Cena feud that he had when Cena was like insulting him, egging him on to be serious. He was serious, but it just didn't feel right. It felt like he was trying too much. I like his presentation, like that buzz cut is working a lot on him. He has a good body. He has always had a good body. Like the the pants that he's wearing is kind of like one of those Seth Rollins's gears that he had. Like Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker do not trust him, but Paul Heyman does. He also got the win. He pinned Rey Mysterio in the tag match. With against CM Punk and Rey Mysterio, so that's good too. It's just that I do hope that when the Braun Breaker versus CM Punk match happens, Austin Theory just does not turn there, because I think he should cost him the match, but it should be inadvertently, not like directly, because I think it will be a good moment, like when Seth, Braun, Punk all are standing, that Seth, Braun, Punk all are standing in the ring. So they then have it that, who will Austin side with? And then he, like, punches Braun Breaker or something. Everyone gets shocked. And then that's the moment. And I think even if they have a partnership, it should be like, I am only having this partnership with you because it benefits me, because I want to be world heavyweight champion. That does not make us friends. I do not want them to like put hands around each other's shoulders and be like all giddy, because the way that he was a disciple for Seth Rollins, but you know how that ended. So they didn't end on exactly good terms. So I think that would be my plan. I think there are many directions that you can go with it. You can have like a tag match with Seth and uh, Austin versus Braun and Bronson, maybe at Chamber. You can have a triple threat at WrestleMania, Punk, Seth, and Breaker for the title. I think a fatal four-way would be best. Like you have two veterans who already hate each other, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. They have their own history with Braun Breaker too. You add Austin Theory there, so you have a guy who has history with Seth and Breaker as well. You have two younger guys who are like Austin Theory is actually a few months younger than Braun Breaker. Both are in their late 20s. You have these veterans, like clearly showing that these two guys are the future of the business. Braun can be the heel, Austin can be the face. They can interchange also. You have good things happening on SmackDown as well. Like something is gonna happen on Friday, which shows that they are planning things. Like Hayes and Dragunov both are in their early 30s. Trick Williams has joined the roster too. I can probably see after WrestleMania, like maybe Hayes moving up to the main event scene as well. Maybe Dragunov also moving there. So you have guys that I think clearly now WWE sees that they need to push them into the main storylines, and I think that's good because it looks like they finally have a plan. They finally realize that things are getting repetitive. 2025 was not really that good of a year for them. They still have to rely on like shock heel turns, Brock Lesnar returning, having Brock Lesnar for shows to sell tickets. So I hope that this goes well for Austin Theory. Like in the ring, he has always been fine, I would say. I hope that he has fine tuned himself. Only thing that I am a little bit like, you know, I wonder about it. Like, how does it happen that Triple H, a guy who clearly thought that Austin Theory was a lower carder, like he put him with Grayson Waller, even as tag champions, they were lower carders. Then he was essentially a jobber. Then having this whole thing with Grayson Waller never turning face on him, and then now suddenly he's in the main event scene. Either the other writers convinced him that he is a guy that we can invest for the future, or maybe the fan backlash worked, because how do you go from like a lower card thing then off TV for literal months and now on TV in part of the main event scene? It's just like I can't wrap my head around it. I don't mind it. I like the direction because I think this is good for the WWE. You need to push more younger guys. It's just that why will Triple H go with Austin Theory along with Braun Breaker? Another thing is Bronson Reed is great. Like what has he gotten after the Roman Reigns win? Why not put Bronson Reed and Logan Paul in a tag team in the tag team division? You have now substantial amount of tag teams there. You also need to trade some tag teams so that the Raw tag team division seems fresh, as many of the combinations have gone against each other a lot. Even when the Raw tag team championships didn't mean anything, now it means something. And why not? Because I don't think Logan Paul is gonna have his singles match this year, because you already have so many like feuds which are non-title, which will eventually become singles feuds, or after breakups or something, which are gonna happen at WrestleMania. So I don't know how many matches they're gonna put on both the nights. You can do that, why not? They don't even have to win the tag titles. Just put them there, or maybe have them win the tag titles. Like, why not give Bronson Reed some like reward? I think apart from that, Raw was fine. I think people don't criticize when stuff has actually been good. Like the thing that anyone has not mentioned, that after Becky defeated Lyra at SummerSlam, Becky has been only involved with Maxine Dupri and I think Nikki Bella for like Clash in Paris. These two have only been the opponents that she has gone up for the IC title. Like she had a defense against Natalia in between. And this feud with Maxine has been going on for months. It's just that the stuff has been really good. I think Maxine Dupri this week felt really, I would say, good in a way. Her promo skills was fine. Her line was killer, that you think that your best years have gone by, but I think you're the goat. And then Becky attacks her. Like she looks very funny because she has like that wool jacket and she looks like a child when attacking Maxine Dupri. Like she actually taps out. She's probably gonna lose the title, Maxine, next week, and I think it's probably going to be because of Natty Neidhart, probably Natty doing her independent, the gimmick that she does on the independent scene, and then they are going to spin off there. But I probably thought that they're going to keep it up for at least a month or so, because maybe she'll defend her title against Roxanne, maybe against Raquel too. You give her some time with others and then put the title back on Becky, because I think the eventual plan is that Becky is going to face AJ Lee at WrestleMania for the IC title. And I am very happy for AJ Lee that she has gotten a very sweet deal from WWE where it isn't like a full time, she's there part time only, but that does mean that they really have to like elongate this feud, like this Becky AJ feud for a long period. Like they have been involved with each other for a while, and this is not going to end before WrestleMania. So that is there also. The other aspects about the show was that you also had Bailey defeating Raquel Rodriguez. It was a very like clusterfuck. I don't know why Raquel was so angry while Liv helped Roxanne, and then Roxanne was like, "Bitch, what the fuck are you doing?" And then, and Bailey, whose cranium just got bashed because of the exposed turnbuckle, suddenly becomes Hulk. Freaky Bailey becomes Hulk after Lyra slaps her. Then she has her whole split personality thing. She kicks Roxanne's ass and wins a match with the elbow drop. And I like this stuff, but I do think, what is the end goal? The end goal is probably Bailey turning heel on Lyra, I think probably sometime next year, maybe in the early months. And maybe they going back to the IC division, because the women's tag team division has a lot of tag teams. And you don't really need those many tag teams, because the eventual goal is Rhea and Io Sky versus Kabuki Warriors at WrestleMania. You had like Asuka defeating Rhea Ripley, Io coming out like a fool even though her back is injured, and at that moment I don't think she really needed her that much too. She won by distraction. Asuka won, and it was like she just defeated Rhea Ripley, but it's like on a random Raw, so it doesn't really matter. Only thing that I don't like about this reign is that Kabuki Warriors just lose a lot. I don't think they have not successfully defended their titles. Like their first successful defense, I think, was against Charlotte and Alexa, and that too didn't happen because Raquel and Roxanne interrupted that match. So the thing is, as characters, they are probably at their strongest, but they have not been booked to win. And the thing is, they do need to like put some of these women while they are in tag teams into like even the women's world heavyweight championship division, because Nikki Bella cut like a standard heel promo which was fine, but it's like they don't have women, so they have to do this triple threat match. And even though I think the plan that Stephanie and Liv are going to face at WrestleMania is probably going to be good, but it still doesn't involve Stephanie that much. It probably involves the internal dissension between the Judgment Day, and probably maybe Liv wins and they turn on her on the Raw after Mania, or maybe they turn on her at Mania and Stephanie retains. It's just that Stephanie, since becoming champion, hasn't really gotten a chance to show her personality. She just comes, she defends her title, she she has language issues, but you can show personalities through other aspects other than just speaking, which they have not really done with Stephanie. And the thing that has been true, that whichever women are not involved in the women's world championship division, they are actually booked better, except the women's United States championship. They just are. I do not want the Usos to win the tag team championships, but the thing is, the way that they have been doing things with Gunther, it feels like AJ Styles is the next target. You're having AJ interact with him more. I can see probably Gunther and AJ being the WrestleMania match, but it's just that you do need him to do something before that also. And I think the right decision would be like next week have Gunther face Otis and Tozawa in a handicap match, defeat them. Then after the CM Punk versus Braun Breaker match where CM Punk retains, have Gunther attack CM Punk and hold up the title. You think that he's going to go after the world title, but then on SmackDown you have Gunther attack Cody Rhodes after his match against Drew McIntyre, where he's defending his title, and then hold up the uh, Universal Championship and clear that he's going for the Royal Rumble and he is targeting the World Championships. Because I do think you need to capitalize. You cannot have him come out week after week just saying that why are you angry at me, not at John Cena, because the thing is the heat will die down unless you put him into big stuff. And the thing that was good this week, that you had CM Punk come out and interrupt him, showing, having Gunther interact with top people. And I think probably, I don't know, he's not going to face Brock Lesnar, because with the gimmick that he's having, I think he's probably going to face Brock Lesnar next year at SummerSlam, and then Brock is going to retire. I don't know who Brock is going to face at WrestleMania then. I think maybe AJ loses to Gunther and he does retire. And the thing is also, I think AJ is going to get involved into the more Royal Rumble stuff. But the thing is, do we really want the Usos to become champions after AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, after defending their titles in these like open, quasi open challenges, like have finally re established the tag team division? Because you can still have, this Crash Out J storyline go on even if they are not champions. And I think it will more suit more if they are not champions. I would give this show like a good B. I think probably next week's show, due to the title matches, is going to be good. Otherwise, it's going to be like, eh. So, what do you think about the show? What do you think about my review? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description. So go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is shareboy@okicici, is in the description. So go donate any amount of money which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for me for today. So thank you. Goodbye. Alvida.